Hello, Spanish Fork viewers. I'm Todd Dickerson. I'm the 2017 Chamber of Commerce President. With us, I have Katrina Kimball. She is our 2017 Vice President. And we are super excited to introduce Brandon Gordon to our business community. He's opened up a donut shop here on the top of Center Street. And Brandon, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here and how people can find you?
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Todd, and thanks for everybody for being here for the ribbon cutting. It's been great. It's good turnout. A lot of great business leaders from our community. It means a lot to us to see all these wonderful mentors of mine here today. Really. It's fun to rub shoulders. And about 4 years ago, I called my cousin who had opened up a donut shop in Rock Springs, Wyoming 7 years ago. And they opened up Cowboy Donuts, him and his in-laws. And so 4 years ago, I called him and said, we really need a donut shop in Spanish Fork, and what would you think about? And they weren't even thinking about doing other locations. They had theirs going well up there, and so then last year, I went and started knocking on his door saying, okay, now we're ready. And over this last year, we've been able to get the location. This wasn't our first location in Spanish Fork. We started looking, and we ended up here, and everything. You look back and how everything's kind of fallen in place. There's been a lot of miracles that have happened. Top of Center Street, 1306 East Center Street, and that's sort of how it happened. So me and my cousin partnered up on this location, and it's been a lot of fun, a lot of hours, but a lot of fun. So,
how about you, Katrina? Do you have any questions for Brandon?
Yes. Well, first of all, I noticed that. Well, you've said that you come in really early to make donuts. And I noticed this area here has glass. Are you ever making products when customers can see the product being made?
Good question. That was the whole idea. The Rock Springs, Wyoming donut shop, everything's done in the back. And a lot of donut shops, that's how it's done. And here we wanted to have the donut theater, this glass wall. And so literally, at 2 in the morning, we have a baker, a fryer, and an icer that come in. But most days there's still things going on. Especially like a Friday and Saturday, those are our busiest days, and we have families and kids that come and lick the glass, and just, you know, it's one of the coolest things is seeing like kids come in and just glow as they turn the corner and they see the donuts in the case, and they see crazy things like Fruity Pebbles and gummy bears on donuts, and they just light up, and that to me is some of the best. This morning we had an Asian family in here, and they flipped a U-turn on Highway 6 because they saw us and came in, and they were headed to Denver, and I thought, this is really super cool to be stopping people that are coming through Spanish Fork from all over the world, and we've had people from all over coming and stopping and doing those U-turns on Highway 6 to come and get a donut. So that's been super fun.
One more question.
Okay.
You make kolaches, and I hear you put a special ingredient that is actually calorie reducing on your kolaches.
Yeah, the butter that we baptize them in is totally calorie-free reducer. So it's really kind of a funny thing because we tell everybody that it basically makes it like celery, right? But we, since I've opened, and I don't know if it's because you come in at 2 in the morning and you get a lot of steps in when you're being the donut guy, but I've lost 12 pounds. So just so you know, since we've opened 2 months ago. So
we'll see how he's doing 2 years ago.
maybe check with me. But so calorie reducer on the kolaches, fresh kolaches every day, and yeah, those are super fun. So.
Well, the Gordon family is a great family here in Spanish Fork. There's a lot of heritage that goes back quite a few generations, and we're super proud to have Brandon be a part of our business community. He also serves in his own capacity as a city councilman, and we couldn't be more excited to have him. Tell us your hours of operation, and I'm also curious to know if can people place orders online? Do you have a website where you can pre-order things?
We get a lot of questions about that because we close at 2 in the afternoon. We open at 5 a.m., and then we do close at 2 in the afternoon. We're open Monday through Saturday. And that's mostly because of a quality for us. We want to have quality donuts out, and it also gives us an opportunity to go home and pet the dog and say hi to the kids before we go to bed and wake up at 1 in the morning to come back and do it again.
Sure.
Yeah, so our pre-order you can do on cowboydonuts.com. You can call us and place your orders ahead. And we always encourage that. If you are able to, please go online and place your orders. or call us, and we'll have everything ready. You can come right up, skip the line if it's a Friday or Saturday, which is nice, and grab your donuts or kolaches, and away you go. So that helps.
One last question. I know what a kolache is only because I've recently had one of yours and it was amazingly delicious. But can you tell people that don't know what one is what they are?
Yeah, good question. So it's a savory dinner roll with sausage and cheese or ham and cheese, sausage cheese jalapeno, ham cheese jalapeno inside of them. So it's really good breakfast option. We sell them for $1.69. Some people even, late in the day, they taste great for lunch too. So those are really popular in Texas, and that's where my cousin's family's from. And so we brought that concept in. They sell a lot in Wyoming, and so we hope to sell a lot more of those here too.
Okay, just a couple more questions, Brandon, and we'll let you go. We're curious to know with what you do with your leftover donuts, and we're also wondering if you offer catering.
Okay, so good question on the leftovers. Every day I get a phone call from a bear hunter who wants to use the leftover donuts for bear bait. But we've teamed up with, we try and gauge it to where we don't have any donuts left over. But if we do, we try and deliver them to the community, and we try and send them off to homeless. We can team up with Tabitha's Way. We've given a lot to the state, and it's worked out really good to be able to give them something nice and sweet. And so we try and donate that product. But we've never sold a day-old donut. We never will. And so for that reason, we make sure that the product gets eaten that day. So we try and gauge it and make the right. But that does make us sell out some days, and that's hard. But you also asked about catering. We have done some weddings. We did a wedding for an NFL player in Salt Lake a few weeks ago, and I thought, what are us two twangy Levi-wearing guys going to do with donuts at this NFL football player's wedding? But we have what's called a donut wall, and we put that up and we stack donuts on it, and it was so cool to watch little kids run up and they grab them off of the bottom, and they get raspberry filling running down their beautiful white shirt, and the moms are running around trying to get that cleaned off. But we've done since that one, we've done 2 others, and we've got a couple others booked, and so we can do the donut wall. We have a lot of people call for all certain kinds of things. Gender reveals, so they call for blue donuts or pink donuts, and they call for, baseballs to take, moms want to take baseball donuts to the baseball team. So that's been really fun to see some of those things take place and be part of that. So,
Tell us about the big birthday donuts that you do.
Good question. So I heard since today was Heather Youd's birthday, this would be a good segue. We do a birthday donut, and it's really birthday or really whatever day. If you want to just tell somebody you love them or whatever, we cut it with a bucket. So it's huge, this big donut, and we sell it for $19.99, and a lot of people will buy that instead of a birthday cake, and it's a lot of fun. We can ice it however you want, with sprinkles or with chocolate or maple, and put bacon on it, and write happy birthday Todd or Heather or whatever you want to say on it. So that's the big donut. That's a lot of fun.
Well, there you have it, Spanish Fork, the newest member of our business community, Cowboy Donuts with Brandon Gordon at the helm. Please come out and support him. I've tried their donuts and their breakfast type sandwiches. They're really delicious, and we're just super excited to have him as a part of our community. We'd like to thank Costco for providing our cake today, and we'd also like to thank SF-17 for broadcasting our event. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.